Welcome to the latest Army policy news of what's happening this week and how that may affect you. But first, the making of a new bit of history. We have a new regiment. 13 Signal Regiment has been reformed after being disbanded in 1995 at the end of the Cold War. Army 2020 has brought it back, and it's now our first defensive cyber regiment.
It's certainly first time for a number of years that we've actually looked at expanding and expanding a new capability in this way, and it's got army-wide interest. It's fantastic the fact that it is a multi-cap badge regiment, and it brings all of that capability in it, and it is very much a developing area.
The regimental headquarters and 259 Signal Squadron are being based in Blandford Camp in Dorset, with 224 Squadron in Cologne and 233 Squadron in Corsham, both in Wiltshire. For more information, you can click on the link to the Army briefing note in the write-up accompanying this video on Defence Connect. And before we get on to policy in detail, just a moment to say congratulations to those who took part in the first pass-off parade at the Army Training Regiment Winchester since the pause in training. 60 recruits were on parade at Sir John Moore Barracks. Friends and family weren't allowed to attend, so the event was broadcast live on the British Army YouTube channel. The recruits had managed to complete 8 weeks of in-barracks training before being sent home for virtual training and then back for 19 days intensive training. And congratulations to all involved, recruits and the instructors who made it happen. I mentioned the return to assessment centres last week, and Pirbright has been able to finish the final elements of the process for some candidates. Those candidates have now passed and are ready to start training. Other centres, such as Glencorse in Midlothian and indeed Lichfield in Staffordshire, are opening imminently. But with Glencorse and also the centre in Belfast, there are different arrangements to work to with the devolved administrations because there are different rules there. But work is underway to get all assessment centres back open again safely as soon as they're allowed to. A new law is now in place, meaning that those that come into the UK must now self-isolate for a period of 14 days to help stop the spread of coronavirus. Defence Advice Note has been published on SharePoint, but there's also an updated Frequently Asked Questions document available on Defence Connect. The Army will be affected in a variety of ways. Coming home from ops as an example, but if you and your family are coming back from abroad, you will all be able to isolate together in your new quarter. As the legislation is so new, it's going to take us a while to get used to it, and rules will change and evolve, so keep an eye on Defence Connect for updates. Over the past few days, all Army personnel should have seen a new app on Defence Gateway to assist anyone who has to deal with someone else's COVID reporting. It's the Commander's COVID tool, and it's now being backed by the Army Sergeant Major in his weekly vlog.
It's the sort of thing we need in order to make sure we help those in our team properly. And we've got it, and now we need to use it.
If you've got anyone who might report to you that they're going to have to self-isolate, go through the app now, so you know what you'll need to do. It's been designed so every scenario you might face is on it. And when you get to the end, and it only takes a minute or so, it'll tell you exactly what you need to do. And that's this week's Army Policy News Roundup. Stay safe.